You opened it before I could film it being opened.
Gotta turn off the camera. Alright, call me back.
Ooh. Reeves Super 78. That is chunky. That's like a man's amp. Look at that thing. It's like a high watt. That's crazy. Look at that. You know, Mark says he's not going to use these cables.
I know.
He says the cheaper cables are better. The resistance actually is a good thing.
But then you can't hear the money on the track now, can you?
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
Exciting?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
much better.
That already sounds good.
There's gain and drive, so you know what to do. Just turn the master up.
Just turn it up, man. Great.
Yeah.
Jeez. That really is so natural.
Man. You know what? You know what's going to be good for it.
Man, that thing is popping. It's perfect sounding. Awesome. It's perfect sound. Awesome. The mid-range is incredible on it. Jeez. Awesome. So you know what's so great about this amp? It sounds beautiful, and look at the knobs. It's just, I always tell people, man, it's like, if I can't just throw everything at noon and it sound decent, I just can't get into it, man. This thing is so killer. So hey, Steve. All right, so tell us about your amp.
So this is the Plex Rod 100, kind of a combination between a 69 Super Lead circuit and a hot rodded JCM 800. So you got multiple master volumes here. You got one master volume for the Plex channel. You got another one for the Rod channel. And then finally you got this Zen Master, which is really like a Jose Arredondo master volume. And if you pull it, you can actually engage the diode clipping on it. So it's got a on-off for the loop as well. And then if you cruise around on the back, basically you've got a series parallel effects loop with send and return levels. You've got a line out that's adjustable, density control so that when you have low volume you can get a lot more bass out of it. And you also got a post-phase inverter master volume that you can use to adjust the overall volume of the amp as well.
Nice.
So that's it, pretty much.
Grab one of them. Grab the Black Paul, G. power strapped in, man. That thing is in there too. That is awesome. I am so excited. That rack that I have is such a piece of shinola. That old. It's actually 311's tour rack, and it's all right, but it's just like it's all filled with foam, and everything just barely fits in there, and it's just nasty.
Don't talk too much smack about that rack if you're gonna sell it.
I'm gonna sell it. It's cool. I mean, hey, somebody that's into 311, man. That's like the perfect sound, man. That's awesome.
It's so great.
So what famous guitar player's guitar is that used to be? Can anybody out there in Rig Talk land name that guitar player? He's one of the top.
Later.
He's one of the top LA session guitar players. He's on a trillion records.
Sting told me to quit name dropping.
Alright, so only an Amp Fest would have this for like an hors d'oeuvres bowl. Look at this. See the hors d'oeuvres bowl? Look what's in it. Earplugs. I bought 160 pairs of earplugs.
Because we're going to have 160 people in the show.
No, actually it's 80 pairs. It's 160 earplugs. There's some there, but you know, just in case some people can't handle the intensity. That's it. This is so awesome. I've always wanted something like they're really on there. So now these are going to be actually in the corner after the amp shootout. They're going to be side by side in the corner, and I'm going to have 8 amps, and everything's tied underneath the floor all the way into the live room for the cabinets, and it's going to be awesome. But I'm going to tell you guys, man, I know for sure that when this amp thing is over, I'm going to be getting some new amps. A couple I want to get rid of, a couple I definitely want, I think. You know, you just get tired too. I mean, you know, we work with these things every day. You know, so you want something fresh. Like that Reeves is really nice for what we do. You know, I mean, we do mostly pop music and kid rock stuff, and a lot of stuff for Disney and Nickelodeon. And so we develop a lot of kids for Disney. So, you know, though you'd be surprised how many kids records have VH4 on them. Second channel, baby. Anyway, there it is. Thanks, Psycho Dave. There they are. So these two guys are going to ultimately be in the live room, in the control room with all the heads, but for now we'll just set them up here for the show. Look at that. Rules. Do you realize in like 3 days, it's like, how many amps are going to be here? It's going to be ridiculous. I'm bringing my SUV on Friday, and I'm going to Tone Merchants, and we're just loading it up.
The SUV for the SVT?
The SVT, there'll be room now. The SVT can be in
the SUV,
the live room, in the control room. This is going to be so great.
You're going somewhere else with that.
I know. Rock and roll. Sure we got enough mics on that vintage 30 there, G?
You know, some is good, more is better.
Stringing guitars, baby. You can't say we do it halfway, right? What are you running on the guitars today, G?
I got my my awesome
Strat
boutique Don Grosh Strat going into the Reeves Super 78, into the Bogner with 4 mics and each of these compressors, because you know we can hear the money on the track, and then hitting the Chandler, which is my master, and then that's all hitting one channel, so I don't have to mix it later. Look at that. That goes to 11.
Who are you?
This is Flinto 2002 from Huge Rex, and this is the PWE, and it's
Crank it. Take the lid
protective
off.
condom.
It's got a protective condom. So we can't use it as a doorstop?
You can, actually. That's why I brought the
God,
car.
the front almost looks like the back. Oh, no, it is the
Yeah.
Okay, that was a joke. Oh, that's at Event Horizon.
Yeah.
How's that thing sound?
Pretty good. You'll dig it, yeah. It's
All
cool.
right.
Let's see, I brought the foot switch for it because
Okay.
this is basically the first knob. And
Are
it's
you
like,
not going to be here?
I'll probably be here, but I don't know if I'll be here when you're doing
Gotcha,
it because there's
gotcha.
so many friggin' amps. This is your preamp gain structure. So this is the clean channel over here. So it's basically kind of like Bassman, a little more breakup.
What's
a
it
little
called?
More the Hyperon.
Hyperon? Okay.
And then when you get over here, it turns this channel basically into like a Marshall lead channel instead of a clean
Nice.
channel. And then all these are duplicated on the other side for the gain channel.
So there's two channels. Okay, then that works for both channels? Or that's just the first channel?
Because then there's the identical controls on the
Gotcha.
other. And then this is the bright cap. Brighter, no.
Oh, and you got
no bright cap.
hyper on for the heavy channel.
Exactly.
And it gets heavier and heavier?
Yeah.
We can figure that out.
And then you got, and then this is just your second master volume only for the dirty channel if you
Got
want.
it.
You know.
All right, let's do it. Oh, first one's on the rack. Event Horizon. Wasn't that like a movie from like the 80s? Something like they were stuck on Mars or something. All right. Oh man. In like 72 hours, it's going to be total insanity in here. I've done so much cleaning, I blew up the vacuum. Bought a new one today. So, here we are. There's some more stuff coming tomorrow. I know a Wizard's being delivered. I think that's Friday. Friday I'm going to Tone Merchants and picking up a whole slew of amps. And guys are bringing by like 20, 30 amps on Saturday. So it's going to be awesome, man. Very cool. We got 6-way boxes everywhere. This is going to be the opposite of Guitar Center. This is going to be the easiest place in the world to plug in an amp. And all the guitars will be in tune. This will be great. Oh yeah, we got our tech coming tomorrow and intonating some guitars, so we will be all good to go. Right, G?
What you said. You know I like this thing.